When we start to put together a digital marketing plan, a lot of times people think that email is dead. And I'm going to tell you that it should be one of the most important parts of your overall digital marketing plan. My name is Jason Bauman from Boxless Media, and today we're talking about how valuable email marketing can be as part of your digital marketing plan. In 2019, email messages were sent to more than 3.9 billion users, and we expect that by 2023, that number will increase to about 4.3 billion people, or half of the world's entire population. And then each day, 293, almost 294 billion messages are sent between those 3 or 4 billion users of email. So email is still a very incredible and important part of our digital marketing plans. So as part of according to a study that happened in 2018, businesses can see an average return of about $42 per dollar spent on email marketing. That's a study that was done by the Direct Marketing Association. It's pretty much a very astonishing number, but it goes to tell you that email marketing is really important. 81% of small or medium-sized businesses rely on email for primary customer acquisition to bring in new customers. 80% of those same small or medium-sized businesses rely on email communications for consumer or customer retention. So it's really important that we're using email marketing. It's part of our plans because not only does it work for customer acquisition, but also for customer retention. So what is email marketing? Is it just an email newsletter that goes out once a week or once a month or something like that? Well, no, not at all. It's actually a lot more than just email newsletters. There's email newsletters. We have something called dedicated emails, or emails that are sent out for a specific purpose. Lead nurturing emails. We've got sponsorship or partnership emails, and then transactional emails. So there's a lot of different kinds of emails that can be part of your overall digital marketing plan. It's not just those email newsletters. So since we're bringing up the email newsletter, it might make sense to talk about those first. So I think this is what really people think traditional email marketing is about, our newsletters. But it's a way of really making sure that you're kind of staying top of mind with your existing customers. Basically, offering information to prospective customers or referring people to a social media channel or a website for more information. Basically, email newsletters are a way to really establish a regular, consistent communication between customers and brands. And you can even really target those pretty specifically to make sure that your communication is relevant. The next kind of email that we have is called a dedicated email. So a dedicated email is really just a special email about one specific topic that would relate to a certain email population. So say, for instance, we're going to release a white paper. We might go ahead and come up with people who will be interested in that topic, send it out to that specific audience, say, okay, we're releasing this new white paper, go online to download it today, or email here, whatever it is. It could be a promotion or a sale. So 50% off all our shoe sales on Saturday. So that would be a great example of a dedicated email. It's just to send out a specific email on one topic, or even putting together a series of dedicated emails as part of a marketing campaign. So those are dedicated emails, just a simple email that's going out and talking about one program or a promotion. The next thing we talk about is something called a lead nurturing email. So, or sometimes we talk about lead magnets, lead marketing. That's all in kind of this area. So basically, lead emails are a short group, usually, of automated sequential emails that go ahead and start to develop or grow a relationship between a brand and its customers. So a couple areas to break down that definition. First of all, typically there's not just one lead email or lead nurturing email. It's really a series of emails that are timed or sequential to go on in a certain period of time to move someone along a sales funnel or build that relationship between a customer and the brand. So really that's a lead nurturing email. A lot of times you'll start out with something called like a lead magnet. So maybe you create a white paper, you create a video series or a video or some other kind of relevant information, and then you take that lead magnet, gather people's email information, and then send them out a series of emails. Next kind of email is transactional emails. So transactional emails are basically, they are the result of an online transaction. So say for instance, someone joins an email club, they get an email back that says welcome, or someone makes a purchase and becomes part of your organization. Maybe that welcome or that thank you email. So that's one kind of, that's a transactional email. Another example would be a abandoned cart email. So say for instance, you log into your store, your favorite store's website, you find a pair of jeans that you're going to buy, and then you don't buy them. Well, an email can be sent out to that person and say, listen, we noticed that you didn't buy. Maybe you'd like to buy it for, with a 10% coupon or something like that. It's a way of, an abandoned cart email is definitely part of a transactional email. Basically, it's just any email that results from an online action. The last kind of email is a little bit different. It's called a partnership or sponsorship email. And what that is basically you work with another organization to promote other people's partners. So say for instance, the other emails we've talked about, you're kind of working with your own list. This is the email that you're working with someone else's list, or someone who's working with their list on your behalf. So it's kind of a partnership or a sponsorship if you pay for it, but way of really getting your information into someone else's email newsletter. That would be considered a sponsorship or partnership email. So those are the groups of emails, different kinds of different kinds of emails. What do you do to really start out your email marketing strategy? How do you really start building that strategy? Well, what I like to do is I like to map it out. So I start out with my customer acquisition. So how am I going to get new customers? What kind of emails can I send that would bring in new customers? So say for instance, a lead magnet email or a lead acquisition email. I put out some piece of content, invite people to become customers based on the content that I send out, and that's that email chain. So customer acquisition, maybe I have a lead nurturing email or a partnership and sponsorship email. I announce a special offer to members of this group who are on this other email list to join, to get involved with my business or my brand. And then possibly even, a dedicated email. So basically getting an email sent out to a list based on a specific product. So that's really one way a couple of different ways to get the customer acquisition. Then I look at customer retention. I said, what emails or what kinds of emails can I use to kind of retain my current customer list? And an email newsletter is great for this. So going ahead and keeping customers informed about the different products that you offer. And that's a big one with us, is that some of our customers don't know about some of the different products that we offer. Maybe if we did an email newsletter and continually informed them about all the products that we offer, it could be valuable. So a great tool for customer retention. So that would be an email newsletter would work really well for retention, as well as a dedicated email. So this week we're giving out a specific product at a certain rate just for our customers. So offering a special sale, that would be a dedicated email, another great tool to kind of help out with customer retention. And then the last part that I look at is it's something that's really been spawned off a little bit more by the social media age, is building brand advocates. So we've got prospective customers, then we've got customers, and then we want to move those people into the last category, are people who love our business so well that they're talking about our business to other people, and they're becoming our advocates. They're becoming kind of our own salespeople, our own sales force. So those are brand advocates. How can we use email marketing to build some of those brand advocates up? Well, I think you can also work with that in terms of an email newsletter or dedicated emails. So kind of mapping out a strategy. What am I going to use for acquisition? What am I going to use for retention? What am I going to use to kind of build those brand advocates? Plug in your email plan and then start going forward with the deployment of it. So at this point, you really have to think about who do I want to partner up with? There's two really directions you can go. You can partner up with a company like us, Boxless Media, and we can help you actually do all of the work. So we'll get you on a platform. We'll create those automations or those lead nurturing emails. We'll help you put together a format for an email newsletter. So you can either use a company like us where we kind of take over and manage that process, or you can go out and sign up with one of the many tools out there that will help you, give you access to some of these services or these types of emails. The one that I like by far most is ActiveCampaign, and really because if you get their Plus plan, it really has a lot of features. You can build all kinds of different automations. You can integrate it with your websites to do other kind of integrations to make sure that you're sending out some of those lead nurturing emails. So it's much more than just an email system. It's a CRM software. It's marketing automation. You can incorporate text message marketing into it. So love ActiveCampaign. At the end of this presentation, we're going to give you some of the resources where you can go to find sign-up links in any of these places. But ActiveCampaign is a great option. A really popular option is MailChimp. Because MailChimp was always the really cheap person in the market that still had an amazing product. And that's still consistent for MailChimp. If you're a smaller business, they are quite affordable. As you start growing, obviously they start to mark up their fees where they're a little more expensive, but they're completely worth it. It's a great product. We prefer MailChimp for over Constant Contact or a lot of the other systems. It's really one of our favorite products. The last one that we use sometimes is a company called MailJet. We found out that their delivery to the primary boxes are good, so they're going to go hit that person's inbox and not a spam or clutter or promotions box. But MailJet's a great service. It's by far the cheapest, but you really have to be pretty savvy to get involved with that program. So you really have to know what you're doing because it takes a lot of work to kind of set something like that. So you don't pay a lot for it, but it's a little bit more work up front. And I really like MailJet. There's other places like that, but MailJet has been a great tool for us. If we don't need all the fancy services, we just want to start blasting out emails, we can do it really quickly and really effectively and really cost effectively through MailJet. So obviously you find that the company, the partner that you want to work with, whether it's someone who's going to manage it for you or it's the solutions that will give you options, and you actually start building out those emails. So right now, when people are starting to build out their digital marketing plans, they're thinking a lot about social media or digital ads, video marketing, which are great tools. Even text message marketing is great tools. But I still think it's really important to have some kind of email marketing plan built into your overall digital marketing strategy. So really take into consideration some of the things we shared today. If you have more questions, feel free to give us a call or visit us online at boxless.cc or boxlessmedia.com.